Welcome to Sage Audio. Today we're covering how to make a fire mix. To get the most from your music, watch the entirety of each chapter for a complete understanding of the topic. But first, if you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us to receive a free mastered sample of it with the link in the description. Start with subtractive EQ. Before we start, keep in mind that I'll be showing each step in the order that I'd perform it, so each section is going to build on ideas from the previous section. Subtractive EQ is a great first step when adding effects to your mix, with which you can attenuate aspects of each instrument that you don't want. For example, I could use a high pass on my vocal, as well as dip 700 Hz to get rid of some of the nasal tone. I may also boost some frequencies, but only slightly, since I don't want to emphasize them too aggressively before my saturation. Let's take a listen.
Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien. Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien.
Saturate for a full sound. Saturation accomplishes two very important things: compression and harmonic distortion, both of which will make your mix sound fuller if done right. On my vocal, I'll use Baby Audio's tape plugin and emphasize the high frequencies to add clarity. On my keys, I'll use Kramer tape to add low-ordered harmonics. Each saturator is a little different, so use your ears to decide what's best for the particular instrument that you're working on. Let's take a listen.
Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien. Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien.
If you're enjoying the video, consider hitting the like button. It really helps us bring you more videos. Reverb for the vocal. Now that my vocals dynamics are controlled with saturation and I've attenuated aspects that I don't want with EQ, I'll add some reverb to give the vocal a sense of space and some character. I'll use Valhalla's Supermassive with the Capricorn setting, 16th note delay, 30% feedback, and 100% density. Then, I'll isolate the reverb to the low and high mids to make it sound a little more natural. Let's take a listen.
Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien. Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien.
Reverb for the drum loop. For my drums, I'm going to use a shorter reverb time to emphasize its percussive nature. I'll use the FabFilter Pro R and select the preset dubstep snare. Then, I'm going to time the reverb with my BPM by dividing 60,000 by the BPM to get a quarter note. For both the vocals and the drums, the reverb you choose will depend on the song and what you're trying to accomplish, but I like these settings for this particular mix. Let's take a listen.
Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien.
Only a small percentage of people that watch our videos are subscribed, so if you're enjoying the video, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind. Static vocal layers. If you don't have harmonies on your vocals and you want to make them more complex, we can use a tuner to accomplish this. I'm going to duplicate my lead onto new tracks, then use Vocal Bender by Waves. Using the flatten mode, I'll select notes in key with the song. I created 3 duplicates and flattened their tuning to C2, A2, and C3, then adjusted their formants. Lastly, I blended in the effect with the original vocal and added the original vocal's reverb to these 3 duplicates. Let's take a listen.
Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien. Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien.
Upward compress, mix bus. Next, I want to start affecting my mix bus so that the overall track sounds fuller and more impressive. I'll start with MV2 by Waves to create upward compression. Now what's great about this effect is that it increases the level from the noise floor up, amplifying the signal's detail. Since it's not attenuating from the peaks down, we don't get distortion or affect our transients, but instead achieve a really complex sound. Let's take a listen.
Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien. Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien.
Saturate, mix bus. With the details brought forward with upward compression, I'm going to add some harmonics and dynamic control with saturation. I'll use Saturn II and select a preset Sage Audio created called Aggressive Master, with which we can cause program-dependent saturation that'll vary based on the frequency range. A warm tube setting helps amplify transients in my lows, while subtle saturation creates a full sound in the low mids. Clean tube settings in the highs create transient detail and amplify the ranges with high-ordered harmonics. Let's take a listen.
Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien. Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien.
Use fresh air where needed. At this point, my mix is just about done. I don't want to add a limiter since I'll leave this up to whoever is mastering the track, but I want to go back and add one last thing. Now where it's needed, I'm going to use Slate Digital's Fresh Air plugin. I'll use subtle settings on my drum loop and keys, and then some more aggressive settings on my lead melodic instrument. With that done, I'll readjust the levels until I feel satisfied with my final mix. Let's take a listen.
Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien. Y chica, ven, que vamos bien. Suelta el DM, vamos a estar bien.
If you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us to receive a free mastered sample of it with the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching.